Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. So nice, they had to come back twice. The Angry Marines are back for part 3. We have more stories to tell about this awesome Space Marine chapter. If you don't know who the Angry Marines are, please click on the link above. Also, we are doing a giveaway for the previous, or you can find that giveaway in the previous Angry Marines video. So if you want to start collecting your own Space Marine Angry Marines chapter, be sure to participate in that giveaway and you might win the starter set for a Space Marine chapter. Again, I'm going to link that above so you can go over there, comment, and have a chance to win. With that said, let's get into 40 facts about the Angry Marines. This is an excerpt from the personal correspondence addressed to PFC. The uprising champion of Khorne called out to the Angry Marines before him, just as they prepared to charge his hosts of demons and world eaters. Can you not see the similarities between your battle prowess and ours? Khorne fills you with his wrath in battle, but you do not take time even to notice. Join us, and together we can destroy all within our path. Sink deeper into your anger with the full blessings of the Blood God. The assembled Angry Marines took pause and considered the words of the World Eater champion. Chaplain Brusiarch then stepped forth from the front ranks of the Angry Marines' lines, turned and backhanded the closest Angry Marine. The yellow-clad battle brother then turned his gaze to meet his. Brusiarch gestured toward the aspiring champion of chaos, pointed to the bolter pistol that the champion wielded in his left hand. The chaplain shouted to his brother Marines, "You don't listen to faggots, you cocksicles. You fucking kill them." The previously backhanded Space Marine then stood up, his faceplate shattered from the force of the blow, and shouted the battle cry of the Angry Marines. "Always angry, all the time." The Angry Marines then realized their folly at listening, even if it was only for a moment, to this unsufferable faggot. He dared consider himself as angry as they were, but armed himself not with a chainsword or a power fist, but a pussified bolt pistol? The next few seconds witnessed the roar of cockknocker jump packs, the whoosh of battle brothers being launched at the demonic host from the Predator and Grenaders, and Brother Chaplain Brusiarch, his battle cry screaming "Fuh!" as he charged the World Eater's lines. Chaos was fucked. The following is a brief account of life with the Angry Marines and their Reclusiarch, as lived by Brother Sergeant Colon, an Imperial Fist. I, Brother Sergeant Colon, of the Imperial Fists, have been attached to the Angry Marines chapter. In my first week training with our brothers, I have the privilege of sorts to encounter none other than the chapter's Reclusiarch, Mofo. After completing the morning firing rites alongside the Angry Marines, I made for the closest laboratory to relieve myself before battle practices began. The firing rites, as dictated by the Codex Astartes, involved squads honing their skills with ranged weaponry. While my fellow Astartes of the Imperial Fist attained perfect accuracy and precision with our bolters and sniper rifles, our less restrained battle brothers spent most of the time missing their targets with the few bolters they had on hand. After expending his ammunition, each Marine would charge down the firing lane to smash the pristine target with their bolter, his hand, or anything else within reach. We began to suspect that this non-codex treatment of ranged weaponry was the cause of the shortage of bolters in the Angry Marines' armory, aboard the Litany of Litany's Litany. I had deactivated and removed the appropriate sections of my power armor, noticing the raised seats in the center of the bathroom chamber, about which all the toilets faced. Many print copies of the legendary Codex Astartes lay upon this seat, and I found it odd that the Angry Marines would partake in the custom of reading while relieving oneself, like many of the Imperium's cultures do. I had just sat down upon one of the toilets along the bulkhead when Reclusiarch Mofo entered the chamber. He wore his full set of armor, not even having removed his helm. He is larger than the average Space Marine and carries his signature Crozius, Fag Basher. It is platinum and shaped like a great fist holding an Imperial Aquila token with the middle finger extended. The reclusiarch tilted his head slightly, acknowledging my presence, and sat himself down upon a toilet near the one I was seated upon. I quickly expelled the content of my bowels, and experienced another torture minute, while the reclusiarch violently did the same with much louder swearing and oath-making. It was then that I noticed that the toilets in this bathroom did not have the function like most toilets of the modern Imperium. I had just turned to ask the reclusiarch how his chapter went about cleansing themselves when I saw him reach out to one of the copies of the Codex Astartes. He opened it, and Emperor Preserve Us All ripped a page from it and began cleansing his backside. I cried out, This is heresy!" The reclusiarch became a blur, a lightning strike of motion. Instantly, his Crozius was alight in his hand, its power field sending blue energy flickering out from the surface. "Heresy? Heresy where? Where's the heresy? You fist fuck!" He stood there, his head rapidly scanning the entire room for any signs of heresy, with the soiled page of Guilliman's life work still wedged in his backside. It was the most astonishing sight I have ever seen in my centuries of service, and before my gene-enhanced senses could ever register it, he had planted Fag Basher in the bulkhead just centimeters from my head. "Don't fucking startle me like that, you fucking cunt breath piss crust!" He roared right in my face. Mofo then turned back to his toilet and angrily finished cleansing himself with the torn codex pages. He closed his armor and ripped Fag Basher back off the wall, causing me to duck. As he walked through the portal of the bathroom, he turned and shouted, "Battle practice starts in 3 minutes, fuckface, so break it off and get a fucking move on. If you're late, I'm gonna replace all the toilet paper," as he gestured to the copies of the Codex Astartes, "with your hand." He then stormed down the hallway, leaving me stunned on the toilet. I looked at the copies of the Codex Astartes, a holy work written by the Emperor's own loyal son, and the basis of everything that I've ever lived for. I had the choice of defacing the Codex or undergoing the worst penance I have ever been threatened with. This was only the first week of my decade-long deployment with the chapter. Had the Emperor abandoned me? The following is the further misadventures of Mofo, reclusiarch of the Angry Marines, compiled from the missions logs of Commissar John Fucklaw of the Angry Marines chapter. Mofo finished his oath to the Emperor, promises made to his god, as to how badly he would rip the fucking colons right out of those penultimate faggots. Mofo recited his promises to himself as the bird, the Thunderhawk they were riding in, jerked and screwed. They were flying close to the ground to avoid detection. Mofo recalled how the enemies had made the very serious mistake of taunting Brother Captain Reg several hours earlier. "Come and get us, striplings," their leader had said, his fat metal ass humming and whirling even through his pick feed. "You cannot penetrate our void shields from your precious battle barge, and your ground force will not stop our ritual in time. The warp portal is nearly complete, and soon the whole planet shall be consumed by chaos." The faggot went on and on about how great he was, and how much he had a huge fucking hard-on for himself. "I'ma fucking rip the cocksucker in pieces, then eat those pieces and shit them out." Reg had shouted. So loud was his exclamation that the tech fags in the engine room had heard him. "Fire up the engines! We're ramming the fuck out of this shield with the whole ship." "Fuck that shit! I've got better idea," Mofo had interjected. The captain was having none of it. "Fuck you! That faggot is gonna regret the day he first believed those shit-eating chaos gods, almost as much as he's gonna regret the day he fucking called me." It had been difficult to convince Reg of his plan, but the chapter had already wrecked 2 battle barges in recent years during the course of just one campaign. The techno-cock-gobblers on Mars said that they were not going to make any more for this chapter if they kept on wrecking them every time the enemy used the void shield. Mofo had been the most diplomatic. "With respect, Captain, fuck you and the Obscura that burst from the condoms you swallowed. I'ma go down there, wreck the faggot shit, then open the shield so you can launch the drop pods and quit your bitching." Much back and forth arguing had occurred, but Mofo's plan was agreed upon. Soon the reclusiarch was thundering down through the atmosphere with a tech marine and a cocknoggler squad in tow. Remember the plan, ass faggots? Mofo inquired. Fuck yeah, I remember. You're gonna go down there, have fun, and we're all gonna fucking do the work. Tech Marine Indignatus replied. You're damn right I'm gonna have fun, said Mofo. The Thunderhawks closed in on the Void Shield city. The Chaos Space Marines and the logic engines detecting their low-flying craft entirely too late. The pilot servitor aimed just above the wall surrounding the fortress, as it had computed where its instructions from the screaming and shouting the Reclusiarch had done before takeoff. The top of the wall had a thin slot where the void shields did not extend, but this space was not big enough to permit passage for the aircraft the size of a Thunderhawk. Facts like this did not deter angry Marines. The Thunderhawk smashed against the lowest extension of the void shield, the uppermost section of the craft being sheared off from the collision. The flaming remains of the craft shot over the parade grounds and into the wall of the fortress proper. Get to fucking work! There's much ass to be beaten for the Emperor this day. Mofo roared as he and his fellow angry Marines removed themselves from the wreckage. The Tech Marines and Cockknockler squads moved out to disengage or sabotage the void shields, whichever came first. Mofo had a different target. Drogarski, the twice-living, great servant of the Chaos, warlord triumph of his warband of Black Legion, gloated to himself in his throne room. Oh, this will be a mighty victory against the weak Imperium, he quired. Yes, master, said Aurel, his mortal servant. I have heard a report of intruders in this fastness. Go and watch over the ritual. Ensure no mistakes are made. I will be very angry should a mistake be made over worries about a single crashed Thunderhawk. As you desire, master. Your great work shall be completed. The gods shall be honored. Aurel hurried from the throne room to carry out his master's orders. Drogarchus looked through the fortress layouts in the tactical display and compared them to the reports he was hearing over the Vox channel his fellow Black Legionnaires used. There was much fighting going on in the lower levels and out upon the wall. Perhaps the rumors were true about the angry Marines. No matter, there was no report of violence in the passage leading to his sanctum or the ritual chamber beyond. He couldn't afford to let the Psychers worry. They needed all their concentration for this. He would not allow his greatest work to be overdone, not when it was this close to completion. Suddenly, he heard a blast from the side of the chamber. He turned to see a black space marine approach him through a rag hole in the wall. A chaplain, and yes, there was his Crozius, alight and ready as well. Bizarre that the Crozius, normally vaunted and holy relic to his loyalist brothers, be shaped to form so crude an insult rather than some divine symbol of the chapter. This was a different chapter indeed. You mechanical dick sucker, I'm gonna fucking break your metal ass. The figure roared. Yes, very different indeed. Unlike Little Chaplain. Soon demons will be poured out from this fortress. You cannot stop them without getting through me. And I am the great Thragarkis, the twice-living Ender of Oh, shut the fuck up already, the figure charged. Mofo let loose a horrid string of obscenities as he charged toward the pretentious faggot. Thragarkis fired off several rounds from his twin-linked autocannons, but Mofo was so angry he nimbly dodged them, hell-bent on getting at the metal bitch-ass and letting him know just how much the Emperor hated him. Mofo dodged inside the Dreadnought's guard and planted his Crozius Fagbasher into the front armor of the fucking thing. Thragarkis bailed up his power fist and smashed Mofo solidly. Mofo was thrown back by the blow, but no sooner had he touched the ground than he was back up, charging again. As the Dreadnought launched another punch, Mofo leapt over the power fist and threw himself at the front of the sarcophagus so he could look eye to eye with the vision port. Judgment, motherfucker, it's coming. Mofo swore with all the gene-enhanced strength he had. Mofo punched the vision block of the sarcophagus. Punch after punch, blow after blow he rained upon the Dreadnought's vision port. All the while, the Dreadnought fired off autocannon rounds at random, his power fist desperately trying to grab the chaplain and remove him from his chassis. You piece of shit, get out of here! At last the vision block shattered, and Mofo's fist drove forward into the amniotic tomb of Thragarkis. Foul liquids gushed out around Mofo's arm as he fished around into the tank. At last he found Thragorkis's mortal form, squirming around at the bottom. He grasped the little fucker by the neck and pulled his head out of the hole he made in the sarcophagus. It was a disgusting thing, like a wet, white turd with a gratuitous number 8 tattooed here and there. Thragorkis looked through the hazy eyes of his killer and trembled. How could the dark gods forsake their loyal servant like this? "I got a message from the Emperor," said Mofo. He then reared back his free hand, as if to throw another punch. Like lightning, his arm shot forward into the accusing finger pointed right into Thragorkis's face. "Fuck you!" Then, grasping the fucker's neck with both hands, Mofo headbutted him repeatedly, his hardened helm smashing into Thragorkis's skull, carving it in. When the turd's face looked like a cereal bowl, Mofo stopped. The last neural stunter of his heretical dying brain caused the dreadnought to stunter and fall into its back. Mofo neatly flipped forward, grabbing Fagbasher on the way, and landing upright next to the dead faggot. Just as he landed, the set of doors leaping the adjoining ritual chamber opened. "My lord, the void shields are down. Drop pods rain upon us. Your legion brothers await your—" "Whoa! Tell them they're about to get their shit punched in," Mofo roared as he sprinted towards the stunted servant. And those were 40 facts about the Angry Marines. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, click on the link in the description below. That's going to take you to the 4chan website, which has the codex for the Angry Marines. So you could actually play these guys and be badass alongside with them. So please jump on over there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. By you guys doing that, you help us provide more Warhammer 40K content for you guys. And don't forget to comment down below and let us know what other topics you guys want us to cover. Any other Space Marine chapters or any other type of character or race that you guys would like us to create a video for. If you guys want to keep supporting us, if you guys want to see us succeed and give you guys more videos, please jump on over to Patreon and support us. It's a simple $1 a month and you get 2 videos every single day on YouTube and you get some extra stuff on Patreon. It's tough to do these and still have to put up with a full-time job. I'm not saying that I want to quit my job or anything, but it would help if you guys can support us. Again, guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.